Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of All About the Cars of Gran Turismo 7. In this video, we're going to learn all about the 1972 Alpine A110. Now, I should mention, this car can only be purchased at the used car dealer on Gran Turismo, and as you probably know, the used car dealership rotates cars in and out daily. So this car may not be available at the time that you watch this video, but it will rotate into the used car dealer eventually. Right now it's being sold for 143,900 credits. So I'm going to click on this, and we'll look at some of the specs. First, this car comes with 428.37 performance points stock. The drivetrain is RR, meaning that the engine is situated at the rear of the car and the rear wheels drive the car. Maximum stock power is 138 horsepower at 6,500 RPM. It's a relatively light 1,500 pounds, 1,576, and the engine is naturally aspirated. Now I'm going to click on Learn More, and we'll see what Andy has to say about this car. Although Alpine isn't well known in the United States, this French company has built some great cars, notably the A110. This vehicle was one of the great rally cars of the 1970s. Its RR layout made it an instant rival of the Porsche 911, which it beat on multiple occasions. Its fiberglass construction made it extremely lightweight, which was the secret to its speed and handling. And it was instantly recognizable by its unique face. Take the time to study its cockpit and the exquisitely arranged 5 gauges mounted on its dashboard. Alright, that's everything we can learn from the used car dealer, so we're going to back out to the main menu, go to the garage, and I'm going to get into this car, and we'll learn some more about it. Go to change car, and it'll be pretty high up on my list here in the A's, and here it is. So I'm going to click on this car, we'll listen to the startup sound, and then we'll learn some more about it. Alright, we're going to go to car collection now and go to this vehicle, which is, again, pretty high to the top, and we'll read this description about it. The swoopy rear-engined Alpine was powered by a Renault engine. When it came to high-performance lightweight vehicles, the A110, created by French car maker Alpine, had few equals. The Svelte Coupe, which was produced from 1961 to 1977, featured a rear-engine, rear-drive layout, RR, that translated to amazing cornering prowess and incredible traction. In 1963, the A110 was powered by a 1.1-liter engine, and for the next few years, displacement was incrementally increased. Then, in 1968, the 1600S was introduced, equipped with a 1,565cc power plant that came from the Renault 16. In 1973, this engine was swapped out for a 1,605cc unit from the Renault 17. During this time, the car's handling capabilities saw upgrades as well, going to a double wishbone rear suspension and smaller diameter tires. There were many variations to the 1600S, but 3 models are worth noting. The 1600SC, a French domestic model with twin Weber 45 DCOE carburetors, an export version called the 1600SI with fuel injection, and the easy-to-drive 1600SX. The first 2 models possessed engines that delivered 138.1 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and mated to a 5-speed manual gearbox. The top speed for both vehicles was rated at 130.5 miles per hour, quite impressive for a car with only a 1600cc engine. The secret was its lightweight nature. It tipped the scales at around 1,543 pounds. As for the 1600SX, sold from 1976, it was a tamer model than its predecessors, with a detuned engine that produced 93.7 horsepower at 6,000 RPM, enabling it to reach a modest top speed of 118.1 miles per hour. That said, the 1600SX was easier to drive and was popular with people with no interest in motorsports. Speaking of motorsports, the A110 was a successful rally car, winning a number of races in the 1970s. During the 1970-72 seasons, it participated in the International Championship for Manufacturers, winning several races in Europe. As a result, it was considered one of the greatest rally machines of its day. The A110 remained popular even after its successor, the A310, debuted in 1971. A total of 7,160 cars were produced until the end of its production in 1977. So an interesting description about the Alpine. And now we're going to back out to the main menu once again and go to the cafe, and we'll see if anybody's there to talk to us about this car. And there are two people. We've got Jeremy and Shiro Nakamura. So we'll start with Jeremy. Are you familiar with the WRC? It stands for World Rally Championship and features rally races that take place on a variety of road surfaces. It was formed in 1973 when rally championships held in various countries were unified. The new international race series was christened the World Rally Championship, and the rest is history. This is the Alpine A110, the winner of the very first WRC series. Its compact body came with an 1800cc engine mounted at the rear, ensuring excellent traction. The A110 won the first race of the 1973 season held in Monte Carlo. In fact, the Alpine A110s took all 3 podium places, defeating entries from Porsche and Lancia. The car now occupies a page in the history books as the car that won the first WRC race and series. Now we'll see what Shiro Nakamura has to say. The tight cabin and the position of the rear engine is stunning. Specifically, the face is nice. The press line that separates the center molding from right to left. This type of design has a stylish feel and is very French in nature. But then it has large fog lamps for rallying, and air scoops at the rear have been flawlessly incorporated. These details that suggest that it's a competition vehicle really give it its exquisite character. In terms of design, there are places where the balance is not good, but when seeing the car up close, you don't mind at all. In fact, it's those things that give this car visual impact. This type of visual allure you can't achieve in today's cars. This car is a true masterpiece, one that I would love to add to my collection. Alright, that's everything we can learn about this car. So lastly, we are going to go to the tuning shop, where I will show you everything that you can do to this vehicle. And there's a lot that you can do to it, and there's very little that you cannot do to it. So lots of options to add to increase the performance points and get the horsepower up. Just about everything under Club Sports, semi-racing, everything except for superchargers and intercoolers. You can add a low, medium, or high RPM turbocharger to this car. Under racing, just about everything except the supercharger is available for purchase and can be added to this car to get it ready for the track. So that is everything about this Alpine A110 from Gran Turismo 7. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it helped you to determine whether or not you'd like to add this car to your collection. Stay tuned for more videos highlighting all of the vehicles from Gran Turismo 7. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.